What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I've been busy with work, but I finally have enough parts here to start working on this Savage 21. Today I want to get it all apart, try to get it down to the front section, rear section, get the transmission out, check out the electronics and just see what's going on, see if I can find any more custom modifications that the previous owners have done to it, and see if I have to order any more parts. So let's get this thing apart, see what I find. Mostly I want to check out this transmission. I believe it's a 2-speed, but I heard you could fit the 3-speed components in this, and somebody's really messed with this thing, so who knows what's in there. So let's get the wrenches out and see what's in there. Alright, well, I got the shocks off, and one of the cool features of this Savage I like is the 8-shock setup, just like the T-Max has. But one of the cool things about this one is, well, when you have 8 of them, I got 8 leaking ones and all different levels of how full or empty they are. They're all relatively straight. They don't look damaged. The springs are in good shape. I got all the hardware with them. So these are just going to have to get rebuilt. I'm going to fill them with, I'm thinking 50 weight shock oil. I didn't see any recommendations for it, but I figure if you have 2 on each side, 50 weight should be actually probably too heavy. If anybody has any recommendations other than the 50, leave it in a comment down below on what I should use. I think 50 is going to be the way to go. Let's get into the electronics and see what that thing's got going on. Alright, let's see what they got going on with the electronics. First things first, I see the problem is it's using a Traxxas 2055 servo for the throttle side. And that's a Traxxas part, so I'm definitely going to get rid of that. Also on the top here, I'm guessing they switched it over to a hump pack because somebody got creative here, took a Dremel or some kind of other tool and cut a hole right in the top of this custom silver painted electronics cover. Put a on and off switch right there in the middle. Also, there's no studs whatsoever on this cap. So I guess it was just hanging on there and maybe some wires were holding it down. That's not going to work. So I'm going to need a whole electronics tray for this. Let's take a look underneath. There's our well-secured lid. It's got a 2.4 gigahertz HPI receiver. I won't be using that. I run Spectrum. I'm going to use that. Here's the hump pack for it. So what do we got? Oh, another Traxxas part. That's not going in here. There's just no way. Let's see what servos we got underneath here. And as well, as you can see, it's got 2 servos in that tray. This truck has reverse. It does have the optional reverse, and it's using looks to be an SF50 for the steering and just a basic SF2 for the shift. I'm going to keep the SF2 because all that does is shift in and out. That's not really got much. I want to upgrade the steering servo, something maybe a little bit more. And definitely going to get rid of the throttle and brake servo because that's Traxxas and we are not putting any Traxxas in this HPI. So I've never taken one of these apart before. What I'm guessing is the twin vertical plate setup is basically, it's like a sandwich. I think if you pull one side of the plate and you take the screws out the other side of the plate, it should separate into an electronics box, a front, a rear. The transmission should unbolt, and you got the engine mount and stuff like that. But let's get this thing apart and see if I can find anything else out. Alright, I was able to get one of the twin vertical plates off, and the nice part about this is it's probably missing 1/3 of all the screws and hardware for it. So it made things a little bit easier. I did still have to notch with my Dremel 3 of the screws to get them out. They didn't want to come out. As far as this thing goes, I didn't find really any other surprises. I mean, it is absolutely disgustingly filthy. I mean, this thing's got Exxon Valdez level oil all over it. As far as the back and stuff, this is literally, I think, 1 screw away from coming apart. I'm going to have to take the linkages off, I think, to get the other side off. I started with this side because there wasn't anything really interfering with it. It looked a lot easier. But yeah, looks like it's going to come apart just like I thought. The front, back, transmission, and the electronics tray is going to come out separately. So I'm going to start working on that other side. I'm going to get the linkages off, get the rest of them screws out, and hopefully this thing will be sitting in 4 or 5 pieces by the time I'm done. Alright, well, it came apart pretty much how I figured it would. Just taking off the 2 side plates, it broke down into 4 or 5 pieces. Surprisingly, I found really no issues yet. I mean, I still got to tear into the diffs. I want to see what's going on in there. If it still has the plastic diff cups, I'm probably going to replace those with the metal ones. And, yeah, lots and lots of dirt, lots and lots of cleaning ahead of me. But, yeah, not too bad. This project's really coming along. I think I'm going to start with getting that transmission off the plate. I want to pull it apart. I want to check it out and see if I have a 2 or a 3 speed. And that'll be it for today. If you hang out to the end of the video, I am going to show you some of the cool parts I picked up that we're going to be swapping this out. This will not be a restoration. I do not intend to just put it back to stock. I want to put my own spin on it, change it up a little bit, but I want to leave a lot of the cooler parts that were, I thought, really unique to it. Something that, you know, from 10 feet away you can look at it and be like, oh man, that's a Savage because it has this or it has that. But I'm going to change a good amount of this up. And first thing we're going to do is I am going to use that axial .32 in this. We're gonna go big with this one. We're gonna put a lot of displacement in this one. So let me get this transmission out. Let's see how many speeds this thing has. See if I'm gonna be yelling 2-speed baby or 3. Hopefully 3. That'd be cool. But 2 speeds better than 1. So let's get that transmission out. Let's see what's inside. Well, found a few more things out. The screws for the engine mount are definitely not right, and it looks like they notched it a little bit. They got a little creative. I wonder if that was, this had the axial engine in it already. I wonder if that was for mesh issues. So I don't know if I'm going to replace this or not. I might put the engine in and see if that was necessary. Definitely not going to use those screws. The motor mount is absolutely filthy. You could just see the dirt in this thing. One thing I did think was pretty cool is this thing has, I don't know if these are stock or not, but pretty cool. This has drilled rotors. That's pretty cool. Neat little touch. I like that. I mean, is it necessary? Probably not, but the cool factor is definitely there. So, let's open up this transmission. Let's see how many gears we got. Come on out. Okay, and it's a 2-speed. Just a 2-speed. That's cool though. Gears look really nice. Really nice. Second gear in this thing is plastic. That's, well. Actually, wait. That's, yeah, just a 2-speed. Those, that other gear, I guess that's for the reverse. For the output. The outputs are metal, but you have plastic gears. Okay. Interesting choice. Bearings look like they're in good shape. Alright, so I'm hoping the end of this story is that this truck has just been ridden hard and put away disgusting, and internally everything looks good. Mechanically everything looks pretty good. So I guess let's put this back together. I'm going to show you some of these cooler new parts I picked up. Alright, nothing like a nice little unboxing here for a nice video wrap up. Picked all this up off of eBay, and the price is pretty good. Got a couple of spare parts, just some front suspension pieces, a couple extra motor mounts. These go for like 10 bucks a piece, so I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'll take them. That's one as well. Now, came with 2 separate pipes. Now, I want you to leave some comments down below. Which one should I run? Because both of these will work. I kind of know which one my favorite one is, but let's see. Got a little dent in them, but they're not perfect, but that's fine. I'm not going for perfect. Got a nice hot bodies pipe for this. Nice metal pipe. Big stinger on it. Header pipe comes with it. Second pipe I got for it. This is our second option. Also has a dent in the same spot. Hard to see the logo on it, but this is an RD Logix pipe. Nice fat stinger on it. Nice spring coupler. This is the one I like, but I'm open for anything. If you think the hot body pipe is a better pipe and it'll run better, I'm in. But the RD Logix one is the one I like. Let's see what yous like. Now, the cool stuff. I got front and rear carbon fiber shock towers. Now, the only thing I noticed with these is they're very well made. Is the stock ones have spacers that would go here to bring the shocks away from the shock tower. If anybody's ever used these, did it come with them? Because I don't have them. I mean, it's not really a hard thing to figure out. I can get it done. It's just, I don't know. I figured that it would come with them, but I mean, I'm probably buying these second, third, fourth hand. Who knows how many people have had these? They look new. I don't think they've ever been installed, but they've also are probably quite old. And also, to go with the carbon fiber theme, come on out now. Alright, I give. Take the tape off. Carbon fiber twin vertical plates. Gonna get rid of the aluminum. Gonna go with carbon fiber. Like I said, this is not a restoration. I want to change this up a little bit, make it my own. This is definitely a step in the right direction. These I don't believe were ever installed either. They're perfect, just like brand new. So what do you think? I think it's gonna be a pretty rad project. I'm kind of happy with the direction it's already in. It looks like I'm surprised how easily that this thing came apart. Like, I mean, this is my first HPI Savage. Definitely not the last, but this is my first one. I've built many Revos. I've built other Traxxas, Nitro Sports, and Rustlers, and all that. But this thing was a bit intimidating because I've never taken one apart, and it looked pretty complicated. And now that I've taken it apart, man, these things are very well engineered. I dig it. I really do. Alright, let's put these away. I want to get that transmission cleaned up, taken apart, and all done up nice, and then we'll work our way up to these. Alright, well everyone, thanks for checking it out. I hope you're as stoked on this project as I am. I'm surprised how mechanically sound this thing is, considering the shape I got it in, and I can't wait to see some of them parts go on there. It's going to look cool. If you like what you've seen, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. I need to know, what do you think? Which pipe should I run? And that's pretty much it. I think we're ready to start taking this apart. I'm going to start getting it cleaned up. It should go together quick. I can't wait to rip this thing. That 32 is going to be a good time. So, like I said, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.